Hi, welcome back.
Yep.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
It's a struggle.
Yeah, grab yourself a straight jacket and strap in. This is Controlled Chaos with Nick and Des. I'm Nick,
I'm Des.
and today we're setting up a pedal board for Desiree. We're using a bunch of my old pedals. I no longer need them because I use a Headrush gig board, which I absolutely love. So we're running her into my orange Super Crush, and that's going into a Laney Ironheart 2x12 cabinet. And we've already set up her preamp pedal. So we're running the preamp into the effects return. So we're not using the preamp of the orange. We're just using the power section. Because stacking a preamp into a preamp sounds like garbage. At least in my opinion. I mean, if you want, we can try it that way, but I think it sounds like crap. So right now, this is the Joyo Preamp House is the name of the pedal, and I'm mostly going to be out of the shot. I'm going to be setting up pedals. So we've got a clean channel and a distortion channel set up. Your clean is an orange. I believe that's an orange Crush. There might be even an orange Rock Verb, I think is what they're emulating there. And that's the clean channel. Her distortion channel, she picked the Eddie Van Halen 5150 amplifier. Which, let's face it, that's badass. So, and now we're going to start setting up other pedals. Wow. All the lights just flashed here. We had a major storm last night and we lost power. We have a generator which is running. That's just why we have power at the moment. But so we may have lights flicker periodically. So next we're going to hook up this little guy. This is the Ibanez Weeping Demon wah pedal. This is the, in my opinion, best wah pedal ever made. Everything about it is fully adjustable. You can adjust every aspect of the effect, and you can personalize it to where, like the way I do it, it's off, and as soon as you touch it, it comes on. It's spring loaded, so as soon as you take your foot off, it just shuts the effect off. Personally, I like that better than having to step on this and then rock the pedal and then step on this to deactivate it. Mm-hmm. So let me step across here. Now we need power. That'll go there. And what we're going to end up doing is running so we're going to disconnect the guitar from the preamp. We're going to run directly into the wah pedal, and then from the wah into here. We're going to be constantly changing things because as we add pedals, you have to put them in the proper order, otherwise things get really screwy sounding. Some people like the sound. There is no right or wrong way to do this. You just set it up the way you want it. Right. Personally, I prefer a wah in front of distortion because it just sounds weird if you're running distortion before the wah. I don't care for it, but that's just me. So let me get a patch cable out. We have a little patch cable. So we'll run the output from here. You would do me a favor, turn off the amp so I can unplug this and not get. It's off. You just got to wait for the light to go out. There you go. So that'll go there. That will go here. This will now go over here. And go ahead and turn that back on. I just did a test. The light comes on. So if you put your foot on the pedal and strum a chord and you rock your foot, there you go. See, you got to keep. You need to hit a note. And that is, again, fully adjustable. And if you take your foot off, it just shut off. So you can set the timing for that, so it won't. I have it set so it doesn't shut off immediately, because if it shuts off immediately, every time you go toe up, it'll shut off.
Okay.
So I have a slight delay, so you have to learn what the
Right.
delay is. You can adjust the delay to your taste. Each of these knobs can be raised up like that and then adjusted. They sink down so you can't accidentally turn them,
Right.
which is cool. If you're happy with the way that sounds,
Oh yeah.
all right, hit your distortion channel. Now hit your wah. Well, now you're not wahing anything because you're not sending a signal from the guitar. Hit. Let's see. Bring the level down a little bit. Hit a note. You gotta. Are you happy with that, or do you want more effect, less effect?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, hit your clean tone again. All right, now the next pedal is up to you what you want to add. We can do a clean boost, we can do a distorted boost. So basically an overdrive, which is this. All right, this is an overdrive pedal. You can add distortion in front of your clean channel, so if you want a different distortion than what you're getting off your dirt channel. You can also use it to boost when you're like doing a solo. So you'd have your distortion on and then kick this, and everything would just jump.
Okay.
Or if you want, happens I got Velcro already. This is a clean boost. It will not add any distortion at all.
Okay.
So it's a matter of personal preference what you would rather use.
Do the clean boost.
Clean boost? Okay. So again, we're now gonna. Okay, so we have the clean boost hooked up. This one's really neat because everything is covered up by that, so you don't step on those by mistake.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And so when you hit that, these two lights come on, and you'll actually see the logo light up.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of cool. That's their Iron Man series. That's what they call it. Probably it flips up like Iron Man's helmet, I guess. I don't know. So let's see. Turn that on. Well, first hit a note. Adjust your pick. Okay, C major chord. Hear how much louder that got?
Yeah.
And then we can adjust. Problem is I can't see past those lights. I got to turn them off for a second. So we got low, high, volume is maxed, and drive is maxed at the moment. So this is your low end. Take the low end out. We're going to add it back. I think. No, that's the high. Sorry, I keep with the lights shining up at me. It's hard to read.
Yeah.
All right, and then this is your low end. So there we removed all the low. And put in a bunch of high. I'm going to add some lows back in. So you just adjust this to what you like.
I like that.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay. So then if you want it to get louder all of a sudden, you just step on that.
Okay.
And then, so that's really quiet. And there you got some boost.
Yeah.
So now we got to decide what effects we want to do next. The other effects we have are delay, which is like an echoey type thing. This one does multiple effects. You got, I have to get some light here so I can read it. And there's not enough light there for me to read it. That's weird, it's catching red light.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see, we have chorus, phaser, tremolo, rotary, vibrato, and flanger. We have two different choruses. So, and this is something you would put into your effects loop.
Okay.
Okay, we got that delay, and this one here is really cool. This is called, try not to get my head in there. This is made by Donner. It's called a harmonic square. It's a harmonizer pedal.
Okay.
So if like you hit a single note, you can have a harmony note ring with it. It can also do kind of a chorus effect. That's called a detuner. But you can do this in 1 octave, 2 octave. Let's see, a 7th, a 5th, a 4th, a 3rd, or a 2nd. So you have like a suspended 2nd, a major or minor 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, which you're tuned in 5th. So if you hit 2 strings together, that's a 5th.
Okay.
But yeah, you can add an octave or 2 octaves. Really cool. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of what effects do you want to use. You don't have to use all of them. It's not required.
I'll try that one.
Okay. Okay. You have to find enough cables. That's the trouble, is having enough patch cables to run everything. I don't even know if I have enough. Oh, come on, really?
There's one on the floor over here. Might be
One of
patch.
the little ones? Oh, yep, that's a straight patch. That's nice. Need more straight patches, like these, because I mean these 90-degree patches are nice for some things, but like here they're getting in the way. That's hard to. But what's nice with this is I can put these cables underneath, so that they're up out of your way and you're not stepping on them while you're trying to do stuff.
Right.
So let's see. Out. We'll go to the effects return. That's what's cool about this pedal. Being a preamp, it also has its own built-in effects loop, just like a real amplifier would have. And we need, trying to find one that's not being used. We'll Velcro these down later. And there we have, all right, I've got it set on a 2nd and it's on detune. So go ahead and hit. It's kind of weird sounding.
Yeah.
All right, and that is on a 3rd. I'm going to hit your boost so we can hear it. Let's turn that master volume on the amplifier down just a touch. I'm afraid that's going to be clipping. Hit it. There we go. I need to be able to hear it. So that's at a 3rd. And we can flat it. That's a minor 3rd. It sounds really, and they're sharp. Which I'd rather just go with the detune myself. Now here's a 4th. Here's a 5th. 7th. And here's an octave. And 2 octaves. Just hit a single note, hit your lowest note. Hit it again. That sounds kind of cool. The other thing we can do is mix your signals. So if you hit, that's your wet signal. So that's the actual effect. So right now I've got that dialed out completely. So this is just your dry signal. This is what you sound like. And we can dial it in until you get to the level of effect you want. I can even dial out your dry signal. hear how high that is?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas your note sounds like.
Ooh, that's different.
Yep. Now there it's adding a bass note.
That's awesome.
So now you've got a bass. Hit it again. There you got really low. You don't want that low. But if you want to add like bass to what you're playing, so now you got bass added on top of what you're already playing. So you have a bass accompaniment for your instrument.
Okay.
So it comes down to what you want to do.
Right.
So if you want it at the fifth, all right, now we're at the fifth, just hit one note. See, it's two notes being played.
Right.
So if you hit a high note, so it's got a weird artifact going on. Actually, that's because it was on flat. So hit, and then if you, so like if you hit just this note, here, let's clean them up. All right, now we turn this off, hit a single note, but if you hit these two, there's your fifth. So that gives you your fifth harmony. So you really don't need a fifth because you have your tune-in fifths.
Right.
Unless you want to play single notes. Like if you play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. You played that totally backwards. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, I gotta stand. Oh, I have bad knees. So sitting down like this hurts. Probably should have moved my chair over here.
Yeah.
That would have been the smart thing to do. And you know, she's not even saying anything. She already knows.
I'm
Yep.
leaving it right there.
Yeah. When do I do anything the smart way? But so you can, if you play a melody and on a single string, you can have a fifth accompaniment.
Right.
Of course, we can also move it down and then play it with a bass. So if you play a single note, so there's your bass accompaniment. Or we can move it up an octave. So almost like my 12-string guitar.
Right. That
So if
sounds
you want
cool.
that 12-string effect,
That sounds cool.
so we'll leave it there.
Yep.
And then how do you want it mixed? Right now the wet signal's like halfway up. We can dial it up more like that, so they're even.
Yeah.
Or you can dial it out a little bit, so it's not as prominent. You just want like a more subtle effect. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's totally up to you what you want.
That looks good to me.
And then when you add distortion on it, you can do some really cool stuff with effects. Oh, let my legs shake out a little bit.
Get the feeling back in the leg.
Yeah, well, so then we got delay, and then the other one is a bunch of different effects altogether. So you have to
Right.
pick which effect you want on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go and change it, but if you're trying to do that live, it's a pain in the butt.
Right. Well, we got a bunch of effects on
Yeah.
there. I don't need 50 million.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having 5 million effects.
Yeah, I know.
So,
But I'm new to this, so.
yeah. So do you want to add delay or something else? Delay gives you kind of an echoey.
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to you. You don't have to use it. You don't have to use any effects you don't want to. That's
Right.
the thing. You play whatever you want.
I think I'm good for right now.
Okay. So, and I don't think you need the noise gate. You're not getting a whole lot of
No.
buzzing effect coming. So
Right.
usually with high gain, especially this, I think this has a built-in. It might have a built-in gate already, because when you hit the distortion, I mean, there's a little bit of buzz, and you get that from high gain,
Right.
but it's not like if you put your hand over the strings. Just, I mean, I can hear a little bit of buzz. It's not horrible. I don't know if the microphone's going to pick that up or not, but I mean, you mostly play clean anyway.
Right.
And next time you get to play with a new slide that I bought,
Yay.
because I'm curious how that's going to go.
Yeah, me too.
She's been trying to get a slide she can use. Most of them are way too big for her.
Yeah, tiny fingers.
So
Very tiny fingers.
we'll Velcro these down and you'll be all set. Yeah, that's the new slide. It seems to fit on your hand pretty well.
Yep.
So we'll try that out
Backwards.
next time.
Backwards.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me get over here so I can say goodbye. Sit back down. Put these down because I don't need to be holding them.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Very, very much.
Hopefully you found this at least somewhat entertaining.
I did.
No, this thing's starting to sound pretty good.
Yeah.
The next one I build is going to be a solid body. I am working on that. And might actually build a 2-string diddly bow. Because she likes... Well,
Nice.
you want to keep it simple.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't want a 6-string guitar. You wanted a 4-stringer.
Right, to learn.
Yeah, but with
Easier.
2 strings it'd be even easier to learn.
Right.
It's just then you're limited on what keys you can play in because you can only do certain notes.
Right.
But then, well, that just means we have to have more of them in different tunings. And that's why I have so many guitars, because they're all in different tunings.
See, that's why he started me into playing guitar, so that I wouldn't give him a look every time he ordered one.
Yeah, I haven't bought a new guitar in a while, though.
No. But you've made a few.
Yeah, I've made a
Couple.
few. There's nothing wrong with making a few.
Yeah.
It costs a lot less than building,
Right.
or than buying, straight up guitars.
I still want to fix the Monster Mash.
Yeah, we have another one that's not working quite right. It's the first cigar box guitar I built for her. It's got Universal Monsters all over it, and it needs a lot of work.
Yep.
Because I didn't know what I was doing.
It's got the Bride of Frankenstein on
On the volume,
volume and Frank on the
on the tone.
tone.
Yep, that was so cool. We'll bring that out next time.
Yep.
In fact, we'll probably maybe get that one out for the slide video. Because
Ooh,
that one's
yeah.
tuned to an open G chord.
Yeah.
So, more like a traditional cigar box guitar.
Right.
Rather than this is tuned like a tenor guitar.
Yep.
Which is actually more of a jazz instrument than a blues instrument. But,
Yeah, I do things backwards.
well, I mean, you can still play blues with it. You just have to learn how to play the blues scales with it. That's the issue. Because your scales will be totally different from mine. Because your tuning is different. But we'll figure it out. I mean, you can play blues on it, pretty much anything. It's like you can play heavy metal on pretty much anything. Now I want to see someone play heavy metal on a xylophone. Just because I said that. How cool would that be? It might not be. All right, we're going to end this here. So, like, share, and subscribe, all that fun crap.
Yep. And thank you for joining us again.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.